ever wondered how Mint Mobile can be any good for just $15 a month? Consider the meal set.
Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? Happy Mondays. We making this move up? Sus. IBIX is just one of the some stock that one of my algos picked up, so I'm just closing the order. 1696, because it's starting to look sus here. Like one of my algo picked it up because I think it has great potential to bounce. Because there's a lot of money flow coming in over here. So it's got great potential to move back to $20 here, but it's too much uncertainty right now. So I already picked the bottom on it, so I figure I take profit right now. What's up, guys? Hello, Tiffany, Adam, Rez, both. What's going on, guys? I hope you guys are doing good, man. Crypto market was a little bit iffy. That's a great question, man. Is it time to buy more of XRP? I'll tell you what, this is one of the XRP levels here at the 133. So it's been hanging around this area. If we're bullish, I could see a double bottom pattern setting up here, kind of like that. This could either be a good correction before it runs a lot further, or it could be the end, right? Or it could be the reversal for the whole crypto market. It's really hard to say. But that's definitely a good question, man. So that's something that you're gonna have to make a decision, like whether this is the end or this is this is just a good correction for everybody to buy the dip, kind of like over here. So personally, I think that as long as Bitcoin is above this $50,000 level, I think we're okay. But if Bitcoin loses like $50,000 area in general, if it falls under $50,000 in general, I would be really fearful, because if it drops from all the way from 65 to under 50K, that's a huge move to the downside, and usually huge move to the downside signals. Let me put on a better chart on what I mean by that. So like if it's a huge move to the downside, it would confirm that's cup and candle, so if it breaks under this area, it would kind of be like over here, where it signals that big down move. So anytime a stock starts making a massive down move, that's usually when the reversals are set up. Or inversely, could be, it's like the cup and handle pattern. It's one of those really good patterns. This is a reverse cup and handle. But that's that. Let's get into some of the earnings report today. Let's see. Market on close today was 1.3 billion to 1 billion to the sell side at the end of the day. At least that's what Bazinga is reporting. And then for today, we got Coca-Cola that had earnings this morning. We have IBM after hours, United Airlines after hours, and then some of these other miscellaneous companies. And we also got Hexel, which is like a defense contractor, I think. So see how they look. What's everybody else looking at today? Is my mic on? Are you guys able to hear me fine? Yeah, the mic is working, right? MPLX? What's that? Oh, it's an oil company? They don't have earnings today, do they? Yes, indeed. Oil does have some room left. I do think we have the double bottom set up on oil a little bit. So let's see. So I do think we could potentially set that up here. You know, you can kind of call a cup and handle, or you could call it the double bottom as well. So I think that's the setup that could happen. So that's a possible move. Hey, what's up, Atlas? What's going on, man? I've been pretty good, thank God. You know, I've been like super wary about the market because I feel like we're you know, we're getting so far up. So all I've been doing, you know, I've been telling you guys last week, I've been taking profit like every other day on whatever stocks or whatever like options that I'm up on, you know. But I'll go over the market review that I posted this morning in a little bit. So IBM just reported earnings $1.77. Damn, somebody keep changing the thing. So IBM just reported earnings for Q1 is $1.77 as opposed to $1.63. Sales is 17.7 billion as opposed to 17.34 billion. This is a 3.8% decrease compared to the same period last year. And sales is less than 1% increase compared to last year. However, IBM says that their total cloud revenue is up 21% year over year. Investor like that, so it went up a little bit, about 4%. They also said they got a lot of free cash flow on hand as well, about 11 billion. Or SPY 420 on 420. Their Red Hat revenue is doing pretty good. They reduced a lot of debt as well, they said. Where are they taking the loss at? Oh, their global financing sector is down 20%, including financing and used equipment sales. So I guess maybe they're not like, they don't have a lot of old units left or something. That's weird. Because I was wondering, like, if their cloud business is up 20%, you know, why aren't their sales up 20%? So something else must be taking away that revenue. Yo, Chuz, you mad ballsy, yo. But calls for tomorrow? I applaud that man. It's actually looking very dangerous here. Could be setting up like this over here. We got that doji on close. CCL and Mara. We could take a look at one of those. Pick which one you like, and we'll take a look at it in a little bit. So IBM is one of the few companies that hasn't, you know, moved back to pre-COVID level as well. It's around 155 area. It's been making a comeback to like this line around 136 range here. But every time it came back here, it got rejected. So we actually end up gapping over this area right now because of earnings. So this could kind of start the run on IBM if the market is bullish. This could ideally start the run on IBM to like, you know, this 150 range, which is like a $10 move on a boomer stock. The possibility is definitely there too. If it gets enough momentum, it can move it. What's up, the milk? The milk is like you ate chicken nuggets. No, we didn't get any tendies today. I saw that. SI? How was the last earnings? How long did you get the calls for? Like 1 week out or 1 month out? Oh, so it's 1 month, so it must be like May 21st then, I'm assuming? Hexa also reported as well. Earnings per share is 10 cents as opposed to 16 cents. Sales is 310 mil as opposed to 301 mil. Ooh, that's a huge L. This is 115% decrease compared to earnings per share from the same period last year, and 42% decrease in sales compared to last year. Ouch. That's pretty crazy, man. That's true. That's true. Your reasonings are right. Hey, what's up, Trav? We usually do these streams like every day around 4 p.m. to check out some of the earnings reports and stuff. So your reasoning is right for SI. You know, it's a great reasoning. Crypto volume has to be high during Q1. They have to have a good earnings, right? But at the same time, you got to keep in mind that majority of the time, the stock market is forward looking, right? So what that means is sometimes it's priced in. So if everybody has the same reasoning that you have, then it's already priced in, and you know, unless they surprise us with like even bigger earning than what was expected, then it might not move much, you know. So and also it will also depends on like how everybody's outlook in the general crypto market is too as well, right? Because let's say let's check out when they last reported earnings. Last time they reported earnings was over here around $60, right? And they're already trading at 125, which means this quarter is already kind of pricing in 100% growth for them. So if they come over the ER and they don't have 100% plus growth, that's going to be troublesome. It's reasonable, man. It's worth it. Dude, like I said, man, the risk rewards the bow, right? So I mean, fortune rewards the bow, right? So you gotta take risks, you know, if you want to be successful. Sometimes you're either gonna make a lot of money or you're gonna take a fat L. I mean, but then again, I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna be up for you a little bit more tomorrow. So if you bought multiple calls, you might even be able to take profit on some of them. I think it's a reasonable play though. The setup is kind of there. It is at like this somewhat of like a, you know, support zone, I would say. You know, if it hits like 117, it'd be like in a nice support zone area. So, and the RSI is pretty low. We could get that bounce that you want. But then again, it could also drop to $100 just as easily. But the risk and reward is definitely there. How much was the call? Hey, the Darky Army, did you decide if you want to check out Mirror or CCL? Check out MPLX. Wait, what? MPLX just hit that level. Oh man, MPLX is right there. Net, let's take a look. Oh, Cloudflare. Isn't this the same company that like Timehawk said something about as well? So this is a possible support area on the short time frame. So the shorter time frame is the 1-4-day chart. So we're looking at this time frame mostly for like 1 day or 2 day swings. So that's where it's gonna get the best direction. We are at a slight support right here, where it has bounced multiple times before, even here. So we could get a bounce. We'll say probably to like. Give me a second. We could probably get a bounce to like there's some resistance right here a little bit, the $74 area. Where was your entry? Was your entry at 74 or it's an $80 calls? So if you got $80 calls, it's probably coming down. I would say you'll probably get a good exit around 74-ish for the safe exit. If it breaks above 74, then next level is 78. That's where you're gonna make the most money. Oh, that's pretty high. But I mean, I'm not sure what Untitled doing. Like why he picked it. You got to pick his brain. He must have his own reasoning. If I know Untitled, sometimes he plays a lot of the breakouts. So a lot of his plays are very successful in the bull market, and like we were kind of in the bull market the last few weeks. I mean, we could still kind of be in it. So there's still possibility for it to come back around and hit 78. At the same time, it really depends on the market, but those are some possible resistance that you're looking at. Oh, you guys got in on Friday? But yeah, no problem, man. I hope that helps. I can see where he's shooting, like on the longer time frame. I mean, he picked a weekly though, but I guess I can see where he's shooting on the daily chart, where he's looking at it. He's like, "Oh, check this out. We're about to break that the yellow line here, right?" So it looks like it's about to break out, and if it breaks out, next level is huge, right? If we're like $76 or 76 plus, and if it breaks out, we could potentially hit like 86. That's a $10 move, and it was pretty reasonable at the time. You could kind of look at it in the longer time frame. The setup is kind of there too for that double bottom move. But if market starts getting really bearish, right, it will turn everything from a bull flag to a bear trap. I mean, to a bull trap. So like if I was in this trade, I would have probably bought like a month out to see how that plays out, because you know how chops could be sometimes. Let me catch up on the comment a little bit. Saw a lot of people, J Powell and others, enter XPEV today. Any suggestion on the stop loss? That's a great question. Let's check out XPEV. So I would take the lows of this candle as the stop loss, which would be at 29. So I would say under 29 would be stop loss. We do have potential for reversal here again, but yeah, I would say 29 would be the stop loss on this. So if something was bullish, it could be the China market that's bullish. So I'm gonna check some of the earnings this morning, and then we're gonna go over some more charts. Because I personally like to keep up to date on how the companies are doing and what the earnings reports are looking like, because this, will ideally give you a sense of where the company is progressing long term as well, and kind of a sense of the direction in terms of the market earnings as well. But I'm gonna answer that question about the bear market in a little bit when I do the chart review. So Harley Davidson reported earnings today, $1.68 as opposed to 88 cents. Sales is $1.42 as opposed to 1.25 billion. Holy smokes! It says this is a 229% increase over earnings of 51 cents per share from the same period last year, and 29% increase in sales compared to the same period last year. How much did the stock move today? So the stock gapped up $4 for this company. So we got about 10% move. I did talk a little bit about this the other night. I think it was, I don't know if it was, I think it was like Saturday night. A few of us were hanging out in the chat room. If you guys were there, you were there. If you weren't, you weren't. But I was talking about it the other night, about how we're coming into a lot of earnings for the Q1 of 2021, right? Hey, what's up, Sub? What's going on? So I was talking to Red Black and Tommy, and we were talking about how we're coming into the earnings report of Q1 for 2021. Q1 usually represents the January to March quarter, right? So this is gonna be one of the first quarters that we're reporting that's gonna compare to somewhat of the beginning of COVID, last year's, right? And you could say this was possibly one of the harder hit quarters, or the beginning of the harder hit quarter. So it's gonna set the records for the other quarters, especially for a lot of analysts, because a lot of the Wall Street analysts, when they like put the estimate on these earnings per shares and stuff, they have to look at last year's data. But last year's data was so so wild, it's really hard for them to price it, right? So I'm thinking that a lot of companies should be able to have a record earning this quarter, because last year during this time they were having supply chain issues. Like literally every manufacturing company, every ship in the world was frozen. Nothing was moving. Everything was in total shutdown, right, in the beginning of COVID, especially like toward the end of February and like the beginning of March. Everything was in total shutdown. So since everything was in total shutdown, a lot of companies couldn't get their supplies, they couldn't meet their demands and stuff. So I think this quarter and next quarter is going to be very essential. but this quarter is probably gonna set the estimate going forward. So I'm expecting a lot of companies to have record earnings this quarter compared to last year's. So this could set up for one of the bull runs, or it could or they could all flop, and that flopping and just like, and everybody would just be like, how could you not beat, you know? But Harley Davidson just show us a little bit of that. You know, they have a huge increase. So that's 229% increase in earnings per share, about 30% increase in sales. That's a pretty good, beat. And they said they're expecting the motorcycle segment to grow from 20 to 25% to 30 to 35%. So that's pretty interesting there. Let's see how Coca-Cola is doing. Earnings per share is 52 cents as opposed to 50 cents. Sales is 9 billion as opposed to 8.6 billion. Coca-Cola is reporting a 1.96% increase compared to the same period last year, and about 4.6% increase compared to last year. Did the stock move? It moved a little bit, about 50 cents to almost $1, but that's typical for Coca-Cola. There's a reason they're one of the most stable company out there, because they don't move much, they don't grow much or decline much. And if they do, then everything would be in trouble. So this is also one of the company that hasn't recovered to that $60 area yet. So we could see some recovery as they're doing better and better. Especially compared to last year, they're doing like slightly better compared to last year. Let me see if they're gonna do any share buybacks or anything. Oh, Coca-Cola launched. They have a Coca-Cola Coffee now? What the hell? Yo, have you guys seen this? What the hell? Is this like a Coca-Cola version of Starbucks? It's horrible, you said? What does it even taste like? Oh, damn. I was just thinking that too. It doesn't even have a milky taste. It's just Coke and coffee. Like, does it have vanilla taste at all or anything like that? So it said they're releasing some new smart water as well. They say it was really successful in the international market, apparently. Oh, check this out. They're launching hard seltzer. Damn, that sounds nasty, man. I mean, if both of you guys don't like it, there's no way I'm trying that, man. It's not even worth the money at this point. Better than White Claw? Dang. Yo, so it looks like Coca-Cola could be a decent investment for like a $5 run-up at this point. Maybe we'll wait for that pullback. Because it is hitting multiple tops. So you could see a small move up. It's not a big move though. Be like be like 11%. Be like 11% move upwards if you were to buy shares. If you were to buy calls, it would just probably chop, so I wouldn't even buy calls on this. Indeed. All right, let's see. Was there any other interesting earnings this morning? Ooh, this staffing solution company is down big. It's like temp worker, I think. STAF. Let me check that out. Is that a good support? Is that a good support here, kind of? This company got a huge pump to $2 a while back. Would this company be an interesting buy if we think economy is gonna recover? Like, if you think about it, right? If everybody start going back to work, is there gonna be more? Are there gonna be more people looking for work? And then are they gonna like go through the temp agencies? Because temp agency is usually like really good at finding jobs initially, and then setting you up for long term. Yo, I think this might be like an interesting play, an interesting like gamble play. Like it could be one of those plays where, you know, that's even better than like buying the cruise of the airlines. So Staffing 360 Solution operates in the international staffing sector. It is engaged in the execution of an international buy, integrate, build process through the acquisition of domestic and international staffing organizations. The company carries its business through the reportable segment of commercial U.S. professional and U.S. professional UK. Geographically, the group has business operations in the U.S., UK, and Canada. So they like help people find like accounting, finance, information and tech, engineering, commercial staffing, administrative assistants, and stuff like that. Oh, they did a lot of public offering to dilute it. They diluted the stock. Oh, God. So the stock's been diluted in half already. Never mind, scratch that. I think that's pretty much it for this morning's interesting earnings. Probably go for some charts now. Hey, what's up, Spendo? What's going on? United Airlines just reported like 10 minutes ago. Earnings per share is negative $7.50, missed the estimate of $7.05. Sales was 3.22 billion, missed the estimate of 3.27 estimate. This is a 191% decrease compared to the loss of 257 last year, and this is a 59% decrease over sales of 7.9 billion last year. Oh, that's ugly. That's ugly. What is their cash burn for today? So they said they expect next quarter to be down around 45%. This quarter was down 49%. So they're only looking at like a 3% increase. They expect capacity to be down 45% as opposed to 54%. So that's a 9% increase there. So they're burning about $27 million a day and 2.4 in a quarter, 2.4 billion in a quarter. So on average is looking at $9 million per day of cash burn, which they say it was a slight improvement compared to $10 billion per day the previous year. The previous quarter. Damn, that's crazy. I thought they would be doing better now, but none of the airlines are doing better at all. They're not even getting close. All right, let's take a look at some of the charts. Airline is dead, but not really dead. possible move on Amazon. Oh, that's good, Spindle. Congrats on opening your Tasty Work account. Hopefully you can do some real strangles and iron condors. Tomorrow's 420, right? Maybe we're gonna get that little pump in marijuana stocks tomorrow. So maybe we'll get that marijuana stock pump tomorrow, maybe to like $1.30, a nice like 30% pump. It is kind of setting up the reversal for SNDL. But don't get greedy. You know, even if we set up the reversal, make sure to take some profit if you got in today or after hours. Let me check. Did we pump last year on 420? Let's check out last year on 420. We did have a pretty good reversal last year on 420 here. So that's the 420 candle last year. This started up the reversal and hit like a high at the end of the week. Let's check out in 2019. Oh, 2019, we didn't really have a 420 on a trading day, but that week did end up pretty good too. The week did end up going up a little bit, so it wasn't naturally a bullish week, but the sell was on Friday. You got some gummies? Yeah, so for Kron as well, it was a bullish week. 420 week was pretty bullish. In 2019, let's check out 2018. Yo, 2018 was really, it didn't move. 2018 had the run the week before, and then when 420 came, it ended up going downwards. Yo, for real, it looks like people are stocking up. I would say short-term price target for Tilray, probably at this area right here, 19.7. Or maybe even 18.86, I guess. Did we kind of hit that today? Let me see. We did have a spike today, hit like 18.50. I would say as a first target, that's a pretty good target to take profit at. Above that, we'll probably see $21. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I went to pull up the longest Dogecoin chart, and the longest Dogecoin chart belonged on Bittrex, because this is the exchange that I guess hosted Dogecoin for the longest time or whatnot. And I was looking at it. This was one of the highest price it has opened at. So Dogecoin has already passed that price, which would be worth like 0.0000400 BTC. And even that run in January, that was a pretty good run. This chart is actually pretty decent. Let's see. We chart that. So you can kind of chart those resistance there. And it's kind of held that area to a certain extent for support. But ideally, it should have came down here before that big move up. Yeah, this is comparing to, because to find a good technical chart, you have to look at the oldest chart, and this is like one of the older charts that is able to date it back to 2014 at the beginning of it. And at that time, we didn't have USDT or US dollar tethers. We only have Bitcoin. So every cryptocurrency was pegged to the value of Bitcoin at that time. So as of right now, it's a lot higher than Bitcoin was at that time, and it's ran pretty high, pretty crazy. So it's almost so that was at the resistance level was at 403 Satoshi. It's at like 690 Satoshi right now. We have hit as high as 772. Look at the short-term chart as well. Let's see. I would say short-term wise, well, it came back to $22 the other day. So that would probably define as like the main support for short-term. Dang, you guys got mad different color pistols. Oh yeah, I said earlier I was going to take a look at the outlook for the market. So let me pull that up. So SPY is kind of hitting the top of the trend line right now. And, I mentioned that a few days ago, so not really super bearish on the market, but on statistically, there's a slight chance that we're breaking up, but statistically, there's like, 3 out of 4, which is like 75% chance that we're going to either chop at this level or we're going to reject from here and come back down a little bit. So the stats are a little bit bearish. I'm not necessarily super bearish on it. Tech sector reached new all-time high as well. So my advice would just be like, I wouldn't be bearish enough to like big on a short, but I would start taking profit, and just like be on the sideline, because remember the last few times that the market went down so much, we were all kind of sitting here wishing, I wish I had money on the sideline instead of gambling the market at those times, right? So that was like at the end of January and at like March, right? Or February as well, throughout February as well, or even in September and October, when the market was all-time high, everybody was extremely greedy, and then it started going down. And what do you wish you could have done? You wish you could have stayed in cash position, So that's where I'm trying to achieve right now. I'm trying to get closer and closer to more cash position, so that if we do get a big drop, I'll buy the dip. If we don't get a big drop, I'll still continue to trade a little bit here and there. So with that said, one of the things that I am somewhat bullish on was the oil sector. So that's a nice little setup here. It's holding that line here. So we could set up that double bottom as long as we're above 47.50 on the energy sector. I think we are bullish. And I think we could see potential recovery from 47.50 area or 48.50 to $55. So that's about $6 run that I think we could see in like the upcoming week or possibly a month. The prediction is based on the charts and the trend lines. Are you in the Xtrade room? So that's kind of that. And then last week we also had, the financial sector earnings reports. And you should check out our Xtrade room. So last week we had a lot of the financial sectors report their earnings, and they also had one of the best earnings ever, because everything was nuts in last year, and they couldn't buy the dip, they couldn't do anything because the Fed kind of froze their money. The Fed said, we don't want you to make any risky investments at all whatsoever. Here's Tesla. Hey, what's up? Who is this? Time Hawk or Kevin? But yeah, Tesla's coming back down a little bit here. Just remember with tail rate though, make sure to take some profit like before market opens, because I know a lot of times these marijuana stocks, they tend to like do a huge pump pre-market as well, or right after market open too. You picked up Tesla? Not bad, not bad. I think that $700 area could be an interesting area to pick some up too. Like right here. It's okay. One day you'll have enough shares. Just keep buying fractional shares. One day, you'll get there. Let me go through some of the other stuff. Seen a huge move to the downside on Go. Why is that? I guess Go is just moving with the general market. So on Amazon, I kind of want to see it come back to test the trend line back from here. I think if we come back to that trend line, that would be a really good buying opportunity. That would be kind of be like around that 32.30 area. Let's see SOL. What is SOL? Oh, we looked at this before. I don't think we're necessarily ready for the reversal yet. We have to have kind of like a green doji like this to really set it up. I would wait to see if we can even come back above that $9 range. That would be a little bit bullish. Right under it, it's kind of scary right now. Oh yeah, let me check out some of the ticker from the survey. What's PRNT? Oh, 3D printing. It's bounced in this area before. That's a pretty good possibility. PRNT. What did they give you at work? They give you RSU? Yo, this is not even a ticker, man. This is Sunoco. Is this that oil company? They're doing really good. They're at double top right now. Or actually even triple top. So this could be a slight rejection coming up. Possibly look for that bounce here. Sun. So Bitcoin needs to kind of break above 58,000 to be really bullish. So AMD kind of saw rejection here again. Damn. Hey, what's up, Donut Magic? The bottom two is just kind of like RSI and money flow. Who was on the extra account before I trolling me, man? Did anybody ever mention that? I bet you that was my boy Moonshot. Dang, yo, why are you trying to confuse me? But yeah, let me check out some of the other stuff. The dollar index went down some more today. Nah, you gotta tell me who it is first. Damn, lumber went nuts. Lumber went up another few points today. Nah, Moonshot, you don't need me to chart anything, bro. You're a pro. My charting skill is not up to your level yet. Damn, look at this run on lumbers. Holy smokes. Dang. Could this be the end? What is the RSI is maxed out? Jesus. Damn, Spendo, you didn't buy the WIT ETF when I mentioned it? Yo, where did I talked about it last time? I think it was at $84. Now it's at $94. Holy smokes. Holy smokes, dude. I gotta log into my account. Dude, it ran up $10. Hey, what's up, TJ Brian? We charted Tesla a little bit earlier. So I'm expecting Tesla to make that move back here a little bit. Like to that $700 area. That's where I look for an opportunity. Damn, Moonshot, you really want those stocks charted, man? I don't even know what they do. What does this company do? That's a short. That's a short, man. It already went down after market. And as it should be, it's at the 168 area. They just did a share offering after hours. So at 4:53. So that was only like less than 30 minutes ago, give or take. So that's pretty bearish, man. But it was kind of setting up the inverse head and shoulders. But you know how share offerings are, man. Anytime it does a share offering, it tends to cause dilution and for the stock to come back down. So at the same time, you're gonna have to look at what the market cap is and how much dilution it is, and then calculate the percentage on that. Hey, what's up, Zillion80? So American Well has been chopping in this area, hasn't really found the direction to move up yet, but the good thing is it at least is consolidating, so it's just kind of holding this range. Let me check out TDoc, which is one of the other companies that we're kind of comparing it to. It's one of the bigger competitors. So if we see huge move in TDoc, if TDoc start breaking out of this yellow line here, then I would be extremely bullish on American Well, but that's a long-term position for me. It's it's part of my long-term 401k portfolio, so I'm not really too worried about it. I think as long as we're in the range, we're okay. But you could probably even scalp it, just using that area as support, and then sell it around for $1 profit. So every time it come down, you could sell it back up for $1 and come back up for $1. This is something that RKT kind of did too for quite a long time. So if you remember RKT before they make that big explosive move, right? Look how long they chop. Let me get a chart that's less messy so you can see better. So look at that RKT chop as well, right? Just a lot of dollar range move throughout this whole time frame here. A lot of dollar range move before it start making that huge move up. And it's kind of doing it again too here. You can kind of see a little bit. So that's why it's usually pretty good to see consolidation, because what that also means is that it's just holding the support area. So as long as the stock continues to consolidate within that same range, it's not necessary, bearish because it hasn't broke under the downtrend, So as long as it continue to hold the area, there's potential for it to either make an explosive move up or down, but more so on the upside than downside, because people are accumulating. That's what it means. When it just holds its area, it's a lot of people accumulating and they're holding the support. Especially if you trade crypto, that's something that we used to see a lot. Oh yeah, so in that discussion of lumber, right? Let me get into that a little bit more. So that the whole reason I got into that lumber trade was because I looked at it and I was like, man, this is so retarded. It's gotta go huge in one way or another, right? It's either breaking out from here or it's gonna collapse from here. So I opened a strangle position at that time, which was a put and a call at the same time. So since it moved so much, I'm probably in the profit already, even with the put losing a lot of money. I'll probably be in the profit because I went pretty far out. But one of the reasons that lumber has started going up was majority because of COVID. When we shut down, when COVID happened, we shut down the border access, right? So it's really, really hard to like go in and out of Canada, or at least it was for quite a while. And because of that, because of that whole logistics issue, majority of our lumber comes from Canada, for Americans. So since we couldn't get the lumber, there's a huge shortage and just a backlog of housings and stuff. So when everything went from standstill to like massive demand, and there isn't enough supply and storage, obviously that's going to cause increase in price. It's the basic laws of business, supply and demand. If there's more demand than supply, then price will go up to accommodate for that. If there's more supply than demand, then price will accommodate for that as well. Whoa. Why are you trying to find the guy's name, man? That's sus, bro. But we already know your name though, Spindle. So we are seeing a lot of huge demand right now, but I'm pretty sure they're probably pumping out lumber as fast as they could, and at some point or another, we're gonna see that catch up, and once they catch up, it starts to like, hey. So once that catches up, it's gonna cause a huge collapse. I would say this is almost comparable to like in 2020 in March, when there was a price increase on the N95 mask, or even like the regular surgical mask, right? Surgical masks can easily be accumulated for like around $3 to $5 costs, typically before COVID. But once COVID happened, China's factory was stopped, so there was no supply of it, and a box of like 50 surgical masks, went for like $30 or even $50 at the peak. I think even $100 at the peak. I have seen people sold it for $100 at the peak. And then the price started to drop as more supply started coming in. And now I think it's at like $5 again. So now that it's at like $5 again, we'll probably see that same thing happen to lumber eventually. So this could easily be like one of the greatest shorts in history if you have enough money to maintain it. Because every time it has spiked up, it has always come down, because like keep in mind, for lumber costs to be up so high is almost unreasonable. At like some point or another, they're either going to regulate it through the government, or somebody's going to flood the supplies and it's going to come back down. But it's just a matter of time. But timing is the problem, obviously. Hey, Black Atlas, did you take a call on wood as well? Oh, it's probably too late now. I mean, technically, if you want, I can show you the math on the value of why I took the wood. Also, is because the double top here was like, was way lower than the lumbers. So when you look at the lumbers, right, the double top from 2018 is over here. So that was at 648, and we went 100% from double top. So since we went 100% from double top, I figure this top being like $83, $84, you know, like imagine if this has gone up 100%. Does that make sense? Because this follows the lumber futures, but it has somehow lagged for some reason. It started lagging. So look over here, the drop. And then lumber futures started moving up already, right? But it dropped some more. So it dropped lower than here, and it was like much harder to recover. So when it peaked over here, lumber's ETF had peaked right here. So that's why it was lagging a lot more, because when it hit here, it was already up like 40%, while the ETF was stuck here. So essentially, the green line, from here and here, you can see the difference in how much it has ran, where this has ran 100% and this is only up like a tiny bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today, man. We're gonna be back here tomorrow to check out some of the other earnings reports. We got Johnson & Johnson in the morning, P&G, Abbott's, and then Netflix after hours tomorrow. That's gonna be fun. Netflix, Silvergate, and Surgicals. I wonder if Funtrade is gonna have a play for Netflix tomorrow. That's gonna be a pretty interesting one. Anytime, Spino. Thanks for stopping by. Are we gonna see that 570 on Netflix tomorrow? Is that a possibility? Indeed it is. But alright guys, I'm gonna head out for the day. Take care and have a good night.